Mika Galvao has accepted a USADA sanction following a positive test for banned substances and has been stripped of his 2022 world title. It's a disappointing update for fans of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu prodigy Mika Galvao. As an elite black belt, he has been on a remarkable winning streak, including a gold medal at the 2022 IBJJF Worlds. However, the IBJJF and USADA have announced that Galvao has accepted a one-year suspension from the IBJJF competition, starting on July 22, 2022. This means that Galvao will not be able to compete in the 2023 IBJJF Worlds, scheduled for June 1st to 4. According to reports, Galvao tested positive for clomiphene and its metabolite 4-hydroxyclomiphene during an in-competition test on June 5, 2022. It was later found that Galvao had been prescribed the substances by a physician, but failed to obtain a therapeutic use exemption as required by USADA rules. Despite this setback, Galvao's impressive performance in the 2022 IBJJF Worlds Final against rival Tai Ruatolo will not be forgotten. However, following IBJJF precedent, Ruotolo is likely to be named the 2022 World Champion. Galvao's career has been on a meteoric rise, with a silver medal in the 77 kilograms division at the 2022 ADCC World Championships, and recently returning to G competition on the AJP circuit. It's a shame that we won't be able to see him compete in the IBJJF for a year, but I'm sure he'll come back stronger and more determined than ever before. Do you think USADA's decision is correct here? Let us know in the comments below. Nicky Ryan has finally revealed that he's targeting a June comeback match against ADCC champion Davi Ramos. This is exciting news for fans of the 21-year-old grappling sensation. The black belt is reportedly in talks with Flow Grappling to make his long-awaited return to competition this summer. This would be Ryan's first match since the 2022 ADCC World Championships. In a recent appearance on the Simple Man podcast, Ryan disclosed that he is targeting a June Who's Number 1 card. Although nothing is set in stone yet, Ryan is eager to compete against 2015 ADCC champion Davi Ramos.
Right now I'm trying to book a match for June on WNO. We're talking about getting Davi Ramos for that.
That's not all. Ryan isn't afraid to aim high and has also requested a match against seasoned ADCC veteran Majid Haag or EBI champion Alan Sanchez.
Well, I asked for Majid, but he just had a match against JT, so that one got turned down. And then I also asked for Alan Sanchez, but that was also a no. I don't know if Alan said no or if it was just Flo that said no.
It's clear that Ryan is hungry for a challenge and is willing to take on some of the best in the game. It's been a while since we've seen Ryan on the competition circuit, but we're sure he's been putting in the hard work behind the scenes. It will be exciting to see him back in action and competing against top-tier opponents. Fans of grappling are in for a treat this summer. Despite being widely regarded as one of the top talents in his weight class, injuries have plagued Ryan over the past few years, causing him to miss out on a fair amount of competition. In fact, since 2021, he has only competed in 4 matches, most recently suffering a points defeat to Renato Canuto in the first round of the 2022 ADCC World Championships. However, it's worth noting that Ryan's recent wins have come against elite competition, including notable victories over Dante Leon and PJ Barch. This demonstrates Ryan's ability to perform at the highest level, despite his injury setbacks. In contrast, Davi Ramos has also competed infrequently. As a 7-fight UFC veteran, the Brazilian has mainly focused on his MMA career and hasn't taken part in a grappling bout since 2021. It will be interesting to see how Ryan fares against Davos if the two were to face off. Although both competitors have had limited competition in recent years, they are still highly skilled athletes, and it would be an exciting matchup. Who would you like to see Nick Ryan face off against? Majid Haag, Alan Sanchez, or Davi Ramos? 1. Grappling stars. Kade and Tai Ruatolo were recently seen spending time in the beautiful country of Costa Rica, catching some waves and putting in some mat time. The Ruotolo twins, Tai and Kade, are not only exceptional competitors but also inspiring role models. In a recent video released on Instagram, the brothers can be seen training on the mats and catching waves in the ocean, while on a trip to Hero BJJ Retreats, a non-profit that provides free jiu-jitsu training to at-risk youth. It's heartening to see athletes giving back to their community and sharing their love for the sport across different cultures around the world. Tai Ruatolo, who recently won the ADCC Absolutes gold medal, is currently gearing up for a high-stakes submission grappling bout against former 1 light heavyweight and reigning middleweight world champion, Reinier. Despite his rigorous training regime, Tai finds time to have fun and impart his knowledge wherever he goes. His training regimen has been intensified as he prepares for what could be the biggest challenge of his young career. Although Tai will be outweighed by over 30 pounds in his upcoming match, as Reinier de Ridder is a natural middleweight, the Ruotolo brother has proved that size isn't everything in martial arts contests. He has defeated significantly bigger opponents in the past and is confident in his abilities. The upcoming fight at One Fight Night 10 on May 5th promises to be an exciting open-weight bout, showcasing the talent and skill of both competitors. Watch the fight preview here and let us know which fighter you think will come out on top here. And while you're at it, we'd love to know whether you've enjoyed the video. If so, please subscribe to Valor Grappling and hit the bell icon to avoid missing out on the upcoming videos. With that said, let's move on to our next news of the day. Rener Gracie is pulling in all the heat after his controversial testimony against Francisco Iturralde, a jiu-jitsu coach who is the center of attention in a $46 million lawsuit. After testifying against Iturralde in a lawsuit brought for catastrophic injuries suffered by a Del Mar Jiu-Jitsu Club student, Gracie faced criticism for mischaracterizing the incident as an act of malice, rather than a freak accident. Many are accusing him of using the tragedy to promote himself and his own business. One of the most vocal critics of Gracie's testimony is Tom DeBlass, who challenged Gracie to an Instagram live debate to discuss the facts of the case. Gracie subsequently took to YouTube and Instagram to provide additional context for his previous words, clarifying that he did not believe Iturralde's actions were malicious or intentionally harmful. However, many of his critics remain skeptical, accusing him of making flimsy excuses for his earlier missteps. Despite the controversy, Gracie appears to have accepted DeBlass's invitation to take their debate public. "Nothing but respect for you," wrote Gracie, tagging DeBlass in the comments of his Instagram post. "Now that the facts are out, I'm ready for the IG Live when you're done watching the video." "I am in, my friend," replied DeBlass. "Let's set it up." The fallout from the incident highlights the importance of transparency and accountability within the jiu-jitsu community. Now, this is a story that is heating up and causing shockwaves around the country right now. We will keep you updated with any new updates in this space. However, we'd love to know your thoughts. Judging by the video, did you see any malicious intent coming from Francisco Iturralde? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Back to Tai Ruatolo now, who's planning on scoring a submission against Reinier de Ridder by any means necessary. As we discussed previously, the two will face off inside the circle at One Steebank Center in Colorado for One Fight Night 10 on Prime Video. The highly anticipated card will also feature a submission grappling one World Championship bout as reigning flyweight title holder Mikey Musumeci defends his title against Yemen's Osama Almarwai. But before the main event, Ruotolo and Ridder will square off in what promises to be an epic display of technique and skill. Ruotolo recently discussed the upcoming showdown. When asked about his game plan, the 20-year-old BJJ prodigy kept it simple.
Take anything though, I'm a submission hunter. Whatever comes my way, I'll take first. I'm not gonna pass it up. He's a tough guy. I'm not gonna be choosing out here.
Tai Ruatolo, who usually competes at lightweight, is excited to challenge himself by facing a bigger opponent in Reinier de Ridder. Their contest will be at middleweight, which is a step up from Ruotolo's usual weight class. Ruotolo mentioned in an interview with the promotion that he enjoys the challenge of taking on larger opponents, more than facing individuals in his own weight class. This will not be an easy task for Ruotolo, as de Ridder has a high finish rate in MMA bouts, and has only made his second appearance in the world of submission grappling under the one banner.
You know what? I think that's really all it comes down to. It's a lot of excitement for me, and I like the challenge that people that I feel like I can't do, right? So I want to always work towards something that I feel that's almost not impossible, but should be real difficult, And I feel like in my division, I don't get that same excitement. I don't feel like I'm challenged the same way I am with these bigger guys, So that's why I love fighting all the big guys.
Do you think luck is in Tai's favor? Would he be able to overcome the challenge of a higher weight class? Let us know in the comments below. And now, for the last coverage, let's jump straight into Grapplefest 15. On Saturday, April 1st, Grapplefest 15 took place live from Liverpool, England. Originally slated to feature a 4-man 70 kilograms tournament, injuries and withdrawals forced the bracket to be scrapped days before the event. Still, the card showcased a pair of title matches in addition to a number of elite-level matchups. In the main event, Luke Griffith of New Wave secured a significant win over Santeri Lilius, earning the 100 kg Grapplefest title with a heel hook submission. Griffith is already making a name for himself in the sport, having defeated notable competitors like Haysam Rida, Oliver Taza, and Owen Livesey. Meanwhile, in the co-main event, Keith Krikorian, a black belt under 10th Planet, secured the 70 kg Grapplefest title with a swift submission victory over ADCC veteran Sam McNally. Krikorian's back-taking skills were on full display as he quickly locked in a rear naked choke to end the match in just over a minute. Krikorian had previously fallen short in matches against elite grapplers Kade Ruotolo and Ash Williams at Grapplefest, so this title win is surely a satisfying accomplishment for him. Other notable performances on the card included Big Dan Manasoyu's heel hook submission of Mark McQueen, Rosa Walsh's armbar finish against Haley Carter, and Ellis Younger's decision victory over Chris Wojcik. These matches demonstrated the depth of talent in the grappling world, with competitors of all levels putting on exciting displays of skill and technique. You can check the results of the full event right here. And that concludes our news recap for today. Which news really caught your attention in today's video? Let us know in the comments section below.